Well, hello. Thank you for tuning in today. Yes, as you can tell from the title, 1549er Yankee is officially grounded until further notice. There's nothing wrong with the aircraft. It's nothing wrong that I did. It's an FAA paperwork issue, and everything with the FAA takes time. All the paperwork and everything that I need to turn in is done. It's already been filed. It's basically just waiting. So if you want to hear the story as to what's going on, please stick around. I'll explain everything in detail as to what really is going on, why the aircraft's grounded, and how long it'll probably be. And I'll throw in some unreleased footage from some other flights that I've done as just kind of fun little things here and there. Anyway, stay tuned for the story. Hope you stick around.
Hey, I'm MIZUEZ, a private pilot out of the Nut Tree Airport in Northern California. I earned my PPL in 2021 and just purchased my first aircraft, a 1962 Cessna 172C, and I'm learning everything that goes along with aircraft ownership. I hope you enjoy tagging along on my adventures as I explore new places, make new friends, visit some old ones, and see what opportunities aviation has to offer. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. I'll see you in the skies.
1549er Yankee Dash approach the Edwards altimeter 3035.
Roger, radio Cessna 1549er Yankee transmitting 1221, receiving 1094 out of here.
This 100 Yankee, up to the right 15 degrees or more. There's traffic departing runway 14 straight out of CRJ.
Cessna 1549 Yankee, Fresno approach. Fresno altimeter is 3032.
So the story begins in April of 2021, back when the aircraft was with the original owner based in Southern California at the Corona airfield. The original owner had it registered in their name, which was all well and good. But I guess before they sold it, in April 2021, they transferred the aircraft's registration from their name to their LLC. So they filed a bill of sale, sent that to the FAA, and had the aircraft registered under their LLC. For whatever reason, whether it was financial or when they were selling it, whatever it was, that made sense to them. And I know that sometimes when you own an aircraft, you can file it or register it under an LLC. There is some benefits to that. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know there are people that do that. The original owner then gave the aircraft to the broker that I purchased it from. And I guess the broker knew of this, knew of the LLC registration, but didn't really disclose anything. It then sat on their books for a while. Eventually, say November of 2021, I purchased the aircraft from the broker, and we filed the registration paperwork, sent off the bill of sale, did all of that, and sent that to the FAA. So while it was sitting and I'm waiting for the FAA to process my registration, I'm flying around, having a good old time, everything's great, and then I get the letter in the mail, and I'm thinking this is the registration. This is the letter I've been waiting for. I finally got my registration. I've checked the FAAregistry.com and was tracking my registration process. I saw that it still said pending, but it no longer said the original guy owned it, so I'm like, cool, that's all going through. So what ended up happening is I got the letter from the FAA saying, hey, we see you filed your registration paperwork and your bill of sale and all that's great. However, there is an outstanding bill of sale from April of 2021 that must be resolved before we will process or complete your registration. So I need to go through all the hoops that they sent me and get all this completed. And oh, by the way, your registration will expire within 45 days of receiving this letter. Or it's not that it'll expire, my temporary extension will expire in 45 days of the date printed on that letter. So I need to contact the original owner and the LLC that he had it registered under and have both of them sign an amendment to the bill of sale stating that the LLC has no right to the aircraft and the bill of sale was filed in error, something of that nature. So the FAA can then close that outstanding bill of sale and say, okay, that's all good. Now we can process the registration to the new owner, which is me, and everything will be corrected and happy. The big issue is that the FAA takes forever to do anything. And it's a minimum of, by the FAA's words, because I called them and asked them, and they told me directly over the phone, 154 days minimum. So, I have 45 days to fly the plane, but I have to wait 154 days for them to process the letter. And saying, through contacting the original broker that I purchased the plane through, trying to find the original owner and get them to sign that amendment. The good thing is that the original owner and the LLC owner is the same person. So I don't have to track down 2 people, I only need to track down 1. But to get them to sign it, to get that mailed back to me, because it has to be an ink signed copy, to get that back and then turn around, I had to send a $5 registration fee. I had to get that letter printed out, put it in the mail, and physically mail it to the FAA. That took that 45 days. So by the time the FAA received the letter that I mailed, by the time that 154 day time frame started, my 45-day grace period for the registration was already expired. It was done. So I'm now waiting that 154 days for the FAA to process that little signed document that I've mailed to them. So it's already been done. I've already gotten it, sent it off, I've mailed it. I'm just waiting. And it's gonna be a lot of waiting. So what I'm gonna do is, for this 154 days that I'm sitting here waiting, hoping they process it a little bit faster, I'm not spending any money on fuel. So I think I'm gonna take that money that I'm saving on fuel cost, I'm going to turn around and reinvest it into the aircraft. I'm going to try to update the navigation lights, maybe update the other taxi lights. So I got 2 LEDs on the wings, and see if there's any other cool things that come up that I can put onto the aircraft and kind of spruce it up and make it just a little bit more enjoyable and nicer to fly. In the meantime, I'm running the engine, so trying to once a week start it up, do some high-speed taxis down the runway, just to kind of keep the airplane, you know, moving, keep the fluids circulating, and making sure it doesn't just sit for the whole 5 months, because I don't want that 5 months to be up and all of a sudden the plane's got some issues and some gremlins and some problems that now is going to cost more money to go ahead and fix. Anyway, I will be documenting all that. I'll try and keep some videos coming out that just kind of shows the process of what's going on and what we're doing. I'm hoping to find some other pilots around the airport that need someone to go fly their plane, or just want someone to go fly with them, and maybe we'll do that a couple of times, because I want to make sure that over those 154 days that I keep my currency. I want to still carry passengers and stuff like that. So I need to find a plane that I can fly and get those 3 landings within the previous 90 days or so, so that way I can stay current on my license. So we'll see if we can't figure that out. If you're in the local area, you got a plane or know someone who's got a plane, yeah, let me know, hit me up. I'd love to go flying with you. Clear prep! If you'd like to see the process of what I'm doing and how I'm doing these little upgrades over time, over these just unfortunate period the airplane is grounded, then please subscribe, leave comments, things you want to see, and when the plane's airworthy again, places you want to go. In the meantime, we're just going to be here sitting on the ground, but as always, I'll catch you on the next one.
Entry traffic Cessna 1549 Yankee taxiing to the runway 2 run-up area. Entry.